Hi, this is JG and I am here with Joyce Talk. The electronic gaming story began way back in 1940s when Alan Turing invented an AI-informed chess game. The next significant event was when MIT professor Steve Russell built Spacewar in 1962 on a giant university computer. How much is the gaming industry worth? The global gaming market is set to reach US dollars 256.97 billion by 2025. More than 2.5 billion people worldwide play games. In 2020, the console gaming market experienced its slowest growth rate since 2015. Players spent US dollars 4.5 billion on immersive games until 2020. Sony Interactive Entertainment's estimated value is US dollars 13.4 billion. Esports enjoy an audience of around 456 million people. High fidelity mobile games are on the rise. A video game or computer game is an electronic game that involves interaction with a user interface or input device to generate visual feedback. The feedback is processed by a controller and shown on a video display device. The input device can be one amongst a joystick, which is an input device consisting of a stick that pivots on a base and reports its angle or direction to the device it is controlling. A controller, an input device used with video games or entertainment system to provide input to a video game, typically to control an object or character in the game. Next, a motion controller is a type of game controller that uses accelerometers or other sensors to track motion and provide input. And a gaming keyboard is an input device built with gamers in mind and come with extra features that are rare in normal keyboards. These features include RGB backlight, media controls, and programmable keys. Also, often have mechanical switches that are more durable and responsive than membrane switches. A video display device is an essential part of a gaming system and is in the form of a TV set or a monitor or a virtual reality headset, which comprise of a stereoscopic head-mounted display, stereo sound, and head motion tracking sensors, which may include devices such as gyroscopes, accelerometers, magnetometers, or structured light systems. Some VR headsets also have eye tracking sensors and gaming controllers. The VR glasses use a technology called head tracking, which changes the field of vision as a person turns their head. Video games are often augmented with audio feedback delivered through speakers or headphones, and sometimes with other type of feedback including haptic technology. Haptic technology, also known as a kinesthetic communication or 3D touch, is the use of tactile sensations to stimulate the sense of touch in a user experience. For example, direct applications of haptic solutions frequently include phone and game controller vibrations. A variety of computer graphic techniques have been used to display video game content throughout the history of video games. The predominance of individual techniques has evolved over time, primarily due to hardware advances and restrictions such as the processing power of central or graphic processing units. If you have been in and around the gaming industry over the past couple of years, you will have heard about ray tracing. There's been a lot of talk about how ray tracing represents the future of gaming, and future hardware will surely need to incorporate dedicated resources to handle it. Ray tracing is a graphic rendering technique that makes light in games behave like it does in real life. Video games are defined based on their platform, which include arcade video games, console games, and personal computer or PC games. More recently, the industry has expanded onto mobile gaming through smartphones and tablet computers, virtual and augmented reality systems, and remote cloud gaming. Video games are classified into a wide range of genres based on their type of gameplay and purpose. Now, I would like to get into little depth of the most prominent gaming platforms. Computer game. Computer game, also known as a PC game or personal computer game, played on diverse and user-determined gaming hardware and software, and generally greater capacity in input, processing, video, and audio output. The uncoordinated nature of the PC game market and now its lack of physical media make precisely assessing its size difficult. In 1990s, PC games lost mass market traction to console games before enjoying a resurgence in the mid 2000s through digital distribution on services such as Steam and GOG.com. In 2018, the global PC games market was valued at about US dollars 27.7 billion. Home console. A home console is a specialized electronic device that connects to a common television set or composite video monitor. The market for home video game consoles has frequently been segmented into generations. Both Microsoft and Sony released successors to their home console in November 2020. Both console families target 4K and 8K resolution televisions at high frame rates, support for real-time ray tracing rendering, and the use of high-performance solid-state drives or SSDs as internal high-speed memory to make delivering game content much faster than from reading from optic disk or standard hard drives, which can eliminate loading time and make open world games appear seamless. Despite the worldwide disruption due to COVID, the sales figures of the new Xbox Series X and Series S, as well as PlayStation 5, were appreciable. Microsoft released the fourth generation of Xbox with the Xbox Series X and Series S on November 10th, 2020. The Series X has a best performance target of 60 frames per second at 4K resolution. Sony's PlayStation 5 was released on November 12th, 2020. The PlayStation 5 uses a custom SSD solution with much higher input/output rates comparable to RAM chip speeds, significantly improving rendering and data streaming speeds. Handheld game console. A handheld game console or simply handheld console is a small, portable, self-contained video game console with a built-in screen, game controls, and speakers. In 1976, Mattel introduced the first handheld electronic game with the release of Auto Race. Nintendo is credited with popularizing the handheld console concept with the release of the Game Boy in 1989 and continues to dominate the handheld console market with Nintendo Switch, a hybrid console that can either be used in a handheld form or inserted into a docking station attached to a television to play on a bigger screen. A handheld only revision named Nintendo Switch Lite was released on September 20th, 2019. The Steam Deck, a handheld computer device developed by Valve, was revealed on July 15, 2021. The deck was expected to ship in December 2021 to the US, Canada, the EU, and the UK, but was delayed to February 2022, with other regions to follow in 2022. The Steam Deck runs Steam OS 3.0 and allows most Microsoft Windows games to be played on the Linux-based operating system. Since the first gaming console in 1972, there have been 9 defined home console generations. Each of these hold a special place and have contributed to the evolution of gaming consoles. Arcade video game. An arcade video game takes player input from its controls, processes it through electrical or computerized components, and displays output to an electronic monitor or similar display. Most arcade video games are coin operated, housed in an arcade cabinet, and located in amusement arcades alongside other kinds of arcade games. Until the late 1990s, arcade video games were the largest and most technologically advanced segment of the video game industry. Browser game. A browser game is a video game that is played via the World Wide Web using a web browser. These games span all genres and can be single player or multiplayer. They are usually free to play. Some browser games are also available in other forms as a mobile app, a PC game, or on a console. For users, the advantage of the browser version is not having to install the game. Mobile game. With the introduction of smartphones and tablet computers standardized on the iOS and Android operating systems, mobile gaming has become a significant platform. These games may utilize unique features of mobile devices that are not necessarily present on other platforms, such as accelerometers, global positioning information, and camera devices to support augmented reality gameplay. Augmented reality or AR is an interactive experience of a real world environment where the objects that reside in the real world are enhanced by computer generated perceptual information. Cloud gaming. Cloud gaming, sometimes called gaming on demand or gaming as a service, is a type of online gaming that runs video games on remote servers and streams them directly to a user's device, or more colloquially, playing a game remotely from a cloud. It contrasts with traditional means of gaming, wherein a game runs locally on a user's video game console, personal computer, or mobile device. Current cloud gaming platforms include G-Cluster, GeForce Now, PlayStation Now, Stadia, Xbox Cloud Gaming, Amazon Luna, and Shadow.tech. Virtual reality. Virtual reality or VR games generally require players to use a special head-mounted unit that provides stereoscopic screens and motion tracking to immerse a player with virtual environment that responds to their head movements. Some VR systems include control units for the player's hands as to provide a direct way to interact with the virtual world. VR systems generally require a separate computer, console, or other processing device that couples with the head-mounted unit. That is all for today. Hope you have liked the video. Do subscribe, share, and be with me for my forthcoming weekly videos. I will keep coming with knowledge-based interesting videos. Please do not forget to put in your valuable thoughts and comments. Thank you and goodbye for now. See you in the next one.